So welcome to Ivy's Fortress. I'm Ashanti, your reading friend, and this is the perfect pillow. We also have Ivy here. She's peeking out into the viewfinder so you can see her, but she is playing with her toys. She's gonna listen silently. She might look at the pictures, who knows. She's a kid, right?
I will.
She will. This is by Eric Pinder and illustrated by Sheban. Sophie and Aubrey are here as well. Those are my dogs. They're just chilling. We've been outside today for a lot of time, and they probably just need to get some rest, catch up on some good relaxation. So, without further ado, let's read The Perfect Pillow. Brody is having trouble getting to sleep in his big new bed. So with his stuffed dragon, Horst, by his side, he sets off to find the perfect pillow. Would dry leaves or a cottony cloud make the right pillow? Would a nest to share or a gently rocking boat make a more comfortable bed? Brody and Horst search through the moonlit night to find the ideal spot for peaceful sleep, and together they find the best place of all. With endearing characters and luminous illustrations, this soothing story will make the perfect bedtime ritual. The Perfect Pillow by Eric Pinder, illustrated by Sheban. In his strange new room on his big new bed, Brody tossed and turned. He turned and tossed. He held and hugged his stuffed dragon, Horst. Late that night, he tiptoed to his parents' room. Mommy mumbled, "Back to bed." Brody crawled out the window instead. Sounds like a troublemaker.
I'm not an easy troublemaker.
Do you like to make hard trouble?
No, I don't. I like to make easy trouble.
Easy trouble, interesting. Snowing squirrels slept soundly in their nest of leaves. They looked so comfortable, Brody said. Don't you think so, Horst? Horst waggled his wings, which is how dragons say yes. So Brody made a pillow out of leaves, but the hard bark and twigs poked and prodded his pajamas. When Brody fidgeted, the leaves all went crick, crack, crunch. A sleepy squirrel said, "Shh, you can't sleep here." So Brody gazed up. Nothing softer than a cloud, he said. Brody needed both hands to climb. He set down Horse and stretched at the top of the tallest tree, but he could not quite touch the clouds. Horst hopped on Brody's shoulders and helped pull Brody up. On top of a cloud, Brody pushed and piled cotton cloud stuff into a pillow shape. So soft, so silky. But the wind roared. Brody shook and shivered. Horst whimpered, which is what dragons do when they're cold.
Yeah, dragons.
So Brody grabbed the legs of a great horned owl and flew down, 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 toward a nest in the faraway forest. "Woo!" said the owl, very surprised. Brody said, "Just my dragon and me." But the cozy nest was too small for all three. Horse wiggled and wriggled the way dragons do when they feel crowded. So Brody used his blanket as a parachute. Down he floated to the edge of a pond where a little boat wobbled and bobbled. "Maybe it will rock us to sleep like a cradle," Brody said. Horse gave a great big yawn, the way dragons do when they're sleepy. But the moon rose bright and woke up all the frogs in the pond. They cried over and over. The chattering frogs kept Brody awake. Where else could he go? Brody didn't know.
Maybe back home?
So he followed Horst around the pond, through the forest. Sounds like a Dora Explorer episode. under the clouds and over a hill until late at night when the owls hooed and hooed and the moon shone bright. Brody came back to his very own tree outside his very own window, where the squirrels still slept in their own soft nest. He climbed inside and jumped into his big new bed in a room all his own in a brand new house where he was safe and warm. And Horse whispered lullabies and cuddled close the way dragons like to do when they're someplace new. Because a friendly dragon makes the perfect pillow. Wish I knew that as a kid, because I struggle with finding the perfect pillow. Do you struggle finding the perfect pillow sometimes?
Yeah, like this. But you're the perfect pillow.
Oh, my daughter's the best. Yep. Well, that's all I have for you friends today. Go have your fun. Enjoy this spring weather if you have some. And if not, check out a local library or a bookstore near you so you can find your perfect pillow. Catch you next time. Bye. We truly enjoy sharing our adventures with you here at Ivy's Fortress. If you do too, like our videos and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Well, what are you doing? It is your choice, but we'll race you there. Bye.